Hey everybody, Allison here with Southland Goldens. I'm here for our week 1 video of our Maggie and Jack litter. So I'm here with the 8 puppies. Maggie had 8 puppies. They were born April the 17th, 2022. So they were born Easter Sunday. First puppy came into this world at 8:30 a.m. So a nice little surprise from the Easter Bunny. It was a fun Easter morning for us. But the whole delivery process went really smooth. Maggie did fantastic. They're big puppies. This is Maggie's second litter, and she produces very large, big, blocky puppies with a very light colored coat. She tends to pass that trait along, and it seems like it's going to stay very true with these puppies as well, because some of them are already into the 2-pound mark at a week old, so they are doing really, really good. You'll see right here that they have different color collars on. These are the color collars that will stay on each of the puppies until they go home. So this way that you can keep track of the puppies, because each week, each Monday, we're going to send out a video or post it to the blog, just like this one. It's going to be anywhere, 15 to 20 minutes long. It'll probably be a little bit longer as they get older. Right now, there's not a lot to see. As you can see, they really don't do much. This stays pretty true for the first 3 weeks. On our videos, all they really do is eat and sleep, and that's about it. Their eyes are not even open right now. But I promise once we get to the week 4, week 5, week 6, it's a lot more interesting. We have toys, they're running all over the place. You guys can kind of see their little personalities, their little temperaments. So I promise you, stick with me because it does get a lot more interesting. Each week we'll also monitor their weight, so you can kind of keep track of that and see who is progressing with the weight and how they're, who's going to be the biggest, who's going to be the blockiest. We really won't talk much about coat color until they get around the 6-week mark, just because, it's really hard to tell at this age and even up until then. Their dew claws have been removed, so I'll show you in just a second on one of the puppies. We do that within the first 72 hours of when the puppies are born. That way that we can take them to the vet. He can check everybody out, make sure everybody's doing good, and then he removes their dew claws. Throughout this whole process, on this blog, we will post supply list recommendations. We will post the food that we feed and plenty of time for you to be able to get it. So all of that's going to come. So make sure you're checking this blog at least once a week. If you want to say, hey, every Tuesday I want to check the blog, because that way I'll know the puppy video will be up, and then scroll through and make sure we haven't posted any other things that week. That way that you know what to do. We like to post a lot of tips on some training things and things that we recommend. You might have had many of dogs in your life and you think I don't need it, but I've been doing this for a while and I still learn stuff every day. So I still like to share everything we know. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Also, feel free to share this blog with any family or friends if they kind of want to, follow along the whole process, because it is fun to kind of watch. So this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the puppies. I'm going to go over their weight, and I'm actually going to go in the order in which they were born. After this week, we'll switch it up, and we'll go based off their size and work our way through there. But we're going to start. We have 5 boys and 3 girls. So our first puppy that came into the world, Easter, was Mr. Black. Like I said, he was born at 8:30 a.m. Yes, say right as we were getting ready for all of our Easter stuff, he was here. Yes, he was. He is currently 1.98 pounds. You can see their little dew claws. You can see their little spot right there on his paw. Dew claws have been removed. Their eyes are not open, so their eyes do not open until they're about 10 days old. So by the time we do our week 2 video, you will see that all the puppies' eyes are open. But right now, no eyes. We just find mama based off our sense of smell. Yes, we do. Are you going to yawn? You going to yawn? I usually can make you guys yawn. No. So that's Mr. Black, our firstborn. Our next puppy is our biggest female. She is a chunk. She is actually the biggest puppy in the whole litter. This is Miss Purple. So Miss Purple is 2.46 pounds. So a big chunky mama. We'll have to see if that stays pretty true. Yeah. So we've started our socialization process with them where we get them used to being handled. We flip them over. We run our fingers through their paw pads. We run through their gums, rub their ears. Just let them get used to being handled. Now, once they get a little bit older, we'll start introducing new sounds, new people, and stuff like that. But we have a whole team that works here that is around our puppies, so they are very well socialized. And this is Miss Purple, our biggest puppy at 2.46. Oh, there's a yawn. That was a good yawn. That was a good yawn. All right, Miss White, you making yourself comfortable? So funny, they sleep on top of each other. All right, next, at the bottom of the pile, I know you work so hard, is going to be Mr. Green. Mr. Green is 1.98 pounds. He was born at 9:50, so I'll kind of show you the gaps we had between her whole labor process, which it was actually pretty fast. We've had some that have lasted pretty much all day, it seems like, and typically it's in the middle of the night. So Maggie was very nice to wait until the morning to have hers. So this was our third born. He was born at 9:50. He's 1.98 pounds, Mr. Green. All right. Next, we got on a roll for the boys there for a little while. We have Mr. Red. Mr. Red is 2.4 pounds, so he's our biggest male. In case you forgot already, Miss Purple is our biggest puppy in general. This is our biggest male at 2.4, and Mr. Red was born at 10:20, so not too long. He's gonna be a pretty boy. I mean, he's solid white. All right. Next, after Red, another boy is Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is 2.2 pounds, and he was born at 10:36. So 16 minutes between puppies is pretty quick. So yeah, I followed not long after. I was right after him. So this is Mr. Brown, 2.2. All right, then after Mr. Brown, we finally had another girl, Miss Pink, who is 2 pounds on the dot. She was born at 11:36, so a solid hour, which is not uncommon at all. We've had them go 2-3 hours without having one. So 1 hour later, we had another girl, Miss Pink, 2 pounds. We'll flip over too. Are you going to yawn? Oh, that's a good yawn. I wish I could sleep that good. All right. Next was our last girl, is Miss White. She is 2.34 pounds, 2.34, and she was born at 12:02. This is Miss White. And then our final puppy to come into the world was our last boy. We had to have one more boy, didn't we? So we had Mr. Blue, who is also 2.3. He's 2.32 pounds, and he was born at 12:17. So from 8:30 to 12:17, all 8 of these guys made their arrival. It was a very smooth, very easy process. She did very, very good. And I'm gonna put them back down so you guys can get another good look at them. And so you'll see a lot throughout these next couple weeks. They lay and sleep on top of each other. This is even all the way up until they're 8 weeks old. So we have a couple recommendations of things that I'll go over. Some toys that we have found, some stuffed animal things that we have found that kind of mimic what they're used to with their litter mates that we'll recommend that you purchase, kind of make that transition from our home to your home a little bit smoother. We'll also send home a blanket with the puppies that'll have the scent of their litter mates and their mom on it. But this is pretty much what we're going to do each week. Like I said, bear with me. I promise you over the next couple weeks it will get a lot more interesting. We just don't do much at this age. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer them. If you're interested in a puppy, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to answer any questions. But yeah, this is it, guys. So we will see you back here next week for our week 2 video.